ESPN probably shouldn't have let Trey Wingo walk out the door, but
that's an obvious thing.
We're glad he walked into ours. Let's put it that way.
With Trey months ago, right after Thanksgiving, is when we started, talking with him to get him to PFN. And
Trey Wingo here, delighted to be joining Pro Football Network as a brand ambassador and a contributor. Really excited about this, so we're getting forward to this and looking forward. We're going to dive into all things.
So, you're talking Thanksgiving to now, and the reality is, I feel like I've known the guy for 20-something years already, which is probably the best compliment you can give someone that you don't really know, is that you feel like you've known them forever.
It works.
And yeah, it does. It's pretty awesome. One of the most fascinating stories is the origin story of Pro Football Network. I think like all great things that are created come out of
nowhere,
despair,
out of nowhere,
come out of tragedy, come out of being upset. And the origin story of Pro Football Network is no different. And Matt and Aaron, you are the legitimate co-founders of this company. And how you guys got us here is I believe it involves like someone getting lost across the border into Kentucky from Ohio. I think it involves the demise of Ryan Tannehill as a Miami Dolphin. There's just so many things that had they shook out differently, maybe we're not sitting here. Like if Ryan Tannehill is...
The butterfly effect is crazy.
The butterfly effect is crazy. So like from your perspective, give us the origin story of Pro Football Network.
You used the word fascinating. I would have used a different F word probably.
I was always a nerd. I still am a nerd. But building websites. And I'm like, all right, let me just do this, build Dolphins website. And I ran it for like a year and a half. Then I got bored and just too much. I wasn't making money. So I'm like, why am I doing this? And so I gave it away for like $1. Stupid.
We won't go
and
there.
then I went.
CEO, by the way, of Pro Football Network.
I've learned a few lessons. Then I went to the Finsider on SB Nation, and that's where I kind of started giving inside information out. And then they did it. They gave us the podcast.
The podcast.
And
I remember.
so
What's great is we're going to be doing a live show here. We got our co-host of Draft Insiders alongside Trey Wingo is our chief draft analyst, Tony Pauline. It's a great opportunity for us to just talk about the NFL draft itself, how great an event it is, how meaningful it is to the NFL, but also to do it with Tony, who's been covering it forever, one of the pioneers in the draft analysis business, and really one of the first big names in the industry to take a chance on us at Pro Football Network. So to get to co-host a show with him is going to be really fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. So not only are we going to get stories and information and all these different things from Tony about his experience over these years, but he's also an insider. We're always breaking stories, we're always dropping news, and we are just a couple hours away from the start of the first round, which means at any moment we could be getting breaking news, we could be getting news nuggets. You might see Tony's phone ring while we're in the middle of the show, and that's someone giving him some information.
And you good, Tony? Okay. I think Tony just got a good piece of inside information that just came his way.
If he doesn't say anything, that means something happened, but he's got to keep it close to the vest. If it's something he can report, he will. It'll be really, really fun to see how this goes. We're going to go as long as we can. We got a lot of people here. That's the other big thing about today that I'm super excited about. We're live and in person. This is going to be my first time doing a video event with Tony, or anybody for that matter, in person. Right, we've done a whole season of shooting shows and live streaming it on StreamYard and Zoom and this and that, and we're going to be sitting next to each other, which is great. I've gotten the chance to go to the Senior Bowl with Tony, I've gone to the Combine with Tony, and here we are at the draft, and we're going to be doing a show together, sitting just a couple feet from one another in front of a live audience, which after the year we've all had, I cannot say enough how awesome it is, but just also a reminder how far we're still going to go. And hopefully we get there, but today's a nice start and it's a good time to talk about some football. 2021 NFL Draft, just 5 hours away. I am your host, Brett Yarish, Chief Innovation Officer for Pro Football Network.
And so then we did the podcast for 2 or 3 years. So I went to Cleveland with my cousins and my friends for the Cowboys-Browns game about a few years ago, and I actually do love Cleveland so much. I think that has
I do. Every time I bring up how much I hate Cleveland,
I bring up how much I love Cleveland.
You bring up how much you love Cleveland.
I think the nightlife here is incredible. Punch Bowl Social right across the street there. That's a great place. Too bad it's closed. Because we loved it so much, when I saw that the Bengals were playing the Dolphins, I'm like, I need to go back. So we ended up
But to be clear, you know the Bengals play in Cincinnati.
Absolutely, Cincinnati. So, but we said, this is our chance to stop in Cleveland for 2 days. And then we would drive
I'm
down
sorry,
to Cincinnati.
you uttered the sentence, this is our chance to stop in Cleveland for 2 days?
Yes.
Like if we don't do this now,
Yep.
we'll never get back to Cleveland.
This was our chance. We do our thing for 2 days. We go pick up Sutton to go to Cincinnati on a Saturday morning. And I'm in his driveway, and his wife goes to me, do whatever you do, you have one job, do not lose Sutton. He tends to get a little crazy after games. And I'm like, it'll be fine. We won't lose him at all. I mean, everything is perfect. And so we go down to Cincinnati, 4-hour drive, Saturday, and then the Sunday is the game. And that was Dolphins versus Bengals, obviously Cincinnati.
This is
And
how by the way,
October
how-
7th, 2018.
How old are you what's your age at this time?
This is only like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was only
So
2-3
you're what,
years ago. So
36?
I was
31.
a young spring chicken at 36.
So your wife was concerned about a 36-year-old grown man being lost.
Well, there's
So-
a reason for it, which we're going to get into.
We're going to get to it, but to be clear.
when I go to games, I'm pretty reserved for the most part in my
are not
day-to-day
reserved
life.
during the Bengals
My
game.
alter ego comes out when I go to football games, and I just run my mouth and I just drink too much.
To be clear, Sutton is a 36-year-old man at this time, and at this time he's only a father of 20. The other 17 children have not arrived yet, and so you're feeling spry. All right.
He still has energy. He's still sleeping
And
at
so
night.
that game, the Dolphins were absolutely dominating, right? Through 3 quarters, the Bengals could not do anything. And we're up there in the stands just going crazy. Surrounding us as our Bengals fans.
Let me cut in on this for a second, because I remember this game.
Yeah.
This game was the same day that I went on a deep sea tuna fishing trip.
Okay.
And I remember having the game on my phone as we're going out to sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're like going 300 miles off the coast of Rhode Island. And I'm listening to the Dolphins absolutely dominate the Bengals.
Destroy them.
And then, of course, you get far enough out to sea and you lose the feed. But I'm thinking there is no chance. Now, that's the interesting thing here. All 4 of us grew up as Dolphins fans. That's why I'm in Rhode Island listening to the game, right? You go from Connecticut to Cincinnati to see the game. You, for whatever reason, choose to live in the state of Ohio, and it was not that difficult for you.
We're going to lose all Ohio fans from here.
No, we'll
I do
talk
love
about
Cleveland.
Ohio fans, because I had a great experience with the Browns fans who were at our live show yesterday. They made me see how cool Cleveland is as a people
Just passionate.
versus as a place.
As a
I'm
collection
being
of people.
serious. Like the stories they were telling me, and I said this to them, that's football. And that's what the major media
They were
networks
very intelligent.
are moving
They were
away
very
from.
intelligent.
They're moving away from those guys, telling their story. And their story as Browns fans is incredible. It's passionate, it's whatever. Are you guys all from here? From Cleveland?
No, we are. They are.
You are. You guys are from Plattsburgh. Nice. SUNY Plattsburgh is the college I'm aware of up there.
Yeah.
I live in New York. I live downstate, Putnam County. Burlington, Vermont. Jets fan, though.
Yep.
Is there a story behind that, or you were just like...
I'm from New York.
Oh, you are from New York.
New York
Okay.
State, not New York State.
Where in New York State?
Same, Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh, okay. All right. I'm from Long Island, New York, and then now I live in Putnam County, which Long Islanders call upstate, but y'all are really upstate. That's literally my hometown. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, no.
Are you being serious?
I'm serious.
Who planted this guy?
William Floyd Parkway. And
So I lived on William Floyd Parkway, close to Smith Point Beach, okay? And I went to William Floyd High School, that's where I graduated from.
Yeah.
Get the out of here. Somebody planted this guy. This is incredible. Can I tell you something? I travel all over the place for PFN. When people ask me where I'm from, I always say New York. And then when they go, oh, what's your hometown? I don't say Shirley or Mastic Beach because no one's ever heard of it. The off chance that you're sitting here right now in Cleveland, Ohio, that's insane. Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. Be ready, because now we're live streaming from that table up there, but we have cameras walking around because we're filming another docuseries. Thank you guys very much for coming out. That was awesome. Appreciate you, guys. Thank you very much for coming out. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Your name is?
I'm Brett.
Brett, Connor, nice to meet you.
Connor, nice to meet you, buddy. Thanks for coming.
You guys were great today.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very funny questions and answers.
Yeah, I try to be funny. I'm not always funny. Thank you guys very much for coming out. Thank you.
Very nice job.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for working with Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys enjoyed it? It was fun?
Yeah, it was very fun. So, I'm a Clevelander. Avery Dixon and Kevin Mack were like the guys when I was like in high school and college. And, it's just awesome when the Browns were good. I mean, people forget that the Browns were good.
I tell you what, I forget that the Browns were good, but listening to those guys talk, Roy Boy, you sit in the dog pound.
I sit in section 146.
Section 146, right over there at First Energy Stadium. Are you pumped that the draft is here in Cleveland?
Of course.
You're a Cleveland native.
Yeah.
You lived in Cleveland your whole life.
Born and raised.
Did you ever think like this event would come here to your city?
I know that a clock strikes 12 at least one time, a broken clock. And a garbage can gets a steak every now and then. So we're dogs. This is dog pound. So I mean, eventually we're gonna get it. So
yeah,
it's just our time, man, and I'm just embracing it. Like I love it. Like the same way when the Cavs won. It's that same feeling, man. Eventually
it's gonna happen. So you wake up, the draft is here, and you're like, all right, I gotta put on a football helmet.
No,
I gotta get a big ass chain.
This is my Sunday gear.
You wear this to every game?
Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
You get dressed like this and go to every game
Every
on Sunday.
Sunday,
This
bro.
is Myles Garrett, this shirt?
I got my own jersey. This is Myles Garrett, though.
But you got a jersey with your name and dude,
It's a Roy Boy B with number 60 on it.
I am so impressed with this whole getup. Your I love Cleveland. I've hated. Can I tell you something? I hate Cleveland. But now, meeting people like you, I like you. And that makes me like Cleveland a little bit.
All right, I get that. Where are you from?
I'm from New York, which also sucks, but that's all right.
We're going to get on before you guys.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Brother, I'm pumped that we met, man. I hope you have a great time. I hope this does everything for your city and for you that you hope it does.
Yeah, it should. I hope so. Go Browns.
There you go. Dog pound, baby. One of the guys who was at our live show this afternoon told me the origin story of this chant.
Really? What?
There was, I forget the Browns player's name in the 80s or 70s, but he would tackle somebody.
It's gonna come tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, okay. He would bark on, I didn't get to them.
Yes, you got him.
No, I didn't get to them yet.
That's the
My God. The Browns fan walks in the room already, I'm on check about my hate.
Chase.
Jamar Chase is the pick.
Gone.
Tony mocked this last night in his draft.
Jamar Chase is the pick to the Bengals. Jamar Chase.
ESPN probably shouldn't have let Trey Wingo walk out the door, but
That's an obvious thing.
we're glad he walked into ours. Let's put it that way.
Bengals skip out on a tackle, and Joe Burrow is going to get killed again this year. Tony Pauline does not miss.
No, I do, but
Is that the tweet?
Number 3 overall. All right, now we see at 4. Do the Falcons go quarterback or do they go Kyle Pitts? Has to be QB here.
Is this lagging here?
It's like 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds. But we're tipping picks anyway, so it doesn't really matter, or at least inside the room. Great work by Tony and all of you guys.
I'm so glad we got that clip.
Hey, that's great job to all of us, or all of you guys, I should say, and Tony, on tracking this story since we brought it up a few weeks ago. We've been on top of it ever since.
This is huge right now. Mac Jones and Justin Fields now could go on a slide of a lifetime. We got to keep an eye on it.
Woo! All right.
We could have a draft scenario right now where Justin Fields, for all the talk of him sliding, goes before Mac Jones tonight. That could happen right now.
I feel like that's...
Cody, if you can hear me, it's going up right now.
No, I'm good.
Just take it.
I don't want this, buddy. Buddy, I don't want this. What is this? I don't want food, Eric. Why are you trying to stuff this on my face?
Don't crowd.
Beautiful Cleveland. I ain't been here in about 20 years, but it's a blast. The NFL draft is here. We got our guy yesterday.
Did you pick up the loot and hit the bank? Can never change, still wrote the change. Captain say the pay, this ain't the day. They made me wait, I'm breaking chains. Yeah. Tommy feeling bubbly off the rose.